the ground. It's Swift to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He gets it to Thomas. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Saints at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Touchdown, Saints.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Saints 7, Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down again at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Finding space at the 40.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bengal first down.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
First down, Bengals.
First down, here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Burrow, he'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot in the backfield. He had
pass. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Going for it on fourth. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off. Not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle in this one.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
734.
Throwing again on second down. Carr, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
Carr's pass.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Odell Beckham, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
15, Saints 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Carr.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
But they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And that's going to... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Carr.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On play action, now Carr. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And it's caught.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A gain of 10 yards. Complete.
Swift. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
No gain on the play.
2nd down and goal. Carr looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Saints have come back to make it a 2-point game.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now, get some points on this drive.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Pass incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Third and 2, now Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Play action. It's Burrow. It's caught. Smith.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here we go.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go. 11
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. He's got him in. Complete. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints are able to move back in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it's now 21-15. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Burrow. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Open man is Higgins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And some space here. And how about that for just running out the clock? And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. The 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken around the 12. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
This is Swift on the counter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
A solid stiff arm.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Carr going to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Slot man moves right. Carr now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Saints 41.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
That's good for the Saints.
Carr now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now Carr. This is caught. Touchdown. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then it's the wide receiver, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Here we go. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. First down, Bengals.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
1-1, ready?
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Burrow will throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Saints' 24-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
On 1, ready?
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Once again, it's Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
93. You're mine.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. On play action, now Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Carr. He's got time in the pocket.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Carr to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Throwing his Carr.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
Back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my
away. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 8.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Here's Carr.
Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live without another down.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. He takes it across for the touchdown. They've taken a lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Saints 34, Bengals 30.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here's Burrow.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
to him back at the 40. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
A final shot now for Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line.